Here we go!
Hey everybody, what's up? This is Gamer Blake 90. Hope you all have an awesome day today because I know for a fact that I'm about to. In today's video, after covering a couple of Sonic Mania mods in the past couple days, we're going to be looking at a Sonic fan game today to shake things up a bit. And this fan game introduces a concept that I become instantly enamored by because it fulfills a fantasy that I wish the original Sonic 4 series had made a reality 10 years ago. And that fan game is called Sonic 4 The Genesis. If you played games on the Sega Genesis, you might have already figured out where this is going. This is an effort to recreate the Sonic 4 games in the beloved Genesis art style from the 90s. Unfortunately though, it's only in demo. It's not a complete product, so you only have 2 levels to play with, but you do have an options menu where you can choose which Sonic ability you want to take into the game. Whether it's the Instant Shield in Sonic 3, the Super Peel Out in Sonic CD, and the Drop Dash from Sonic Mania. And the Drop Dash quickly became my favorite ability out of all 3 to use with Sonic ever since it was introduced, so that's what we're gonna go with. You also have the camera style, where I think the camera makes an effort to follow along with you if you try to go off screen, kind of like how it did in Sonic CD. So to test that theory, we're gonna hit go and see what happens. There's also a zoom effect that will cause the game to zoom in on Sonic if you stand still for too long, and he goes into his idle animation. Interesting little touch up there, and honestly I'm not sure why I was at it, but I thought it was pretty cool, so we'll roll with it. Pun not intended. But yeah, zoom effect enable, camera style good to go, we should be set. And for some reason, whenever I start the game up, the box for the game window on my stream layout kind of shrinks a bit, so I'm gonna make a quick effort to fix that before we proceed with the game. Shouldn't take me very long, and there we go, now it looks a lot better. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started with the Sonic Fan Game Showcase for Sonic 4 The Genesis. And yo, one thing this game does that I really wish the original had done was make some kind of reference to the events of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like how Sonic Mania did, funnily enough, but there hasn't been any mention of the Master Emerald or Knuckles for throughout episodes 1 and 2 from the Sonic 4 series. This fan game, on the other hand, shows us a cutscene that ties together the events of Sonic 3 and Sonic 4 Episode 1. As you can see here, Hypersonic saves the day, gets back the Master Emerald from Eggman, and then after resuming his regular form, he and Tails go off to Angel Island to hand back Knuckles' stolen wedding ring, as I fondly call it, back to the Echidna Guardian. And as they do that, Eggman crash lands on another island that's not too far off from Angel Island, which you'll see in a second when the camera goes to the right. And there it is. Kaboom! So it just made me wonder, considering you fight the Death Egg robot again at the very end of Sonic 4 Episode 1, makes me wonder. Twice now the Death Egg robot hadn't done wonders for him, so I don't know why he keeps giving it a chance. Maybe he just loves that machine so much? Eggman, despite all 300 of his IQ points, was never known for consistency. Anyway, Sonic catches up with him at this new remote island, only for Eggman to get away right before Sonic can catch up to him. It's kind of weird how Eggman somehow manages to outrun Sonic in Sonic 2 when he goes to Death Egg Robot, and then again in Sonic 3 when he goes to whatever that robot is called aboard the Death Egg. I forget what it is, but either way, you actually start to see Sonic gaining up on him as as the cutscene winds down closer to its end. So in a way, it kind of addresses that inconsistency in terms of speed versus Sonic and Eggman. But yeah. Here we are in the first act of Splash Hill Zone, where Sonic's new adventure is poised to start. And right off the bat, I fell in love with how the Genesis art design, excuse me, I can't talk today. I fell in love with how the Genesis art design brought this level so much more to life than did in the original first episode, because the art style for it looked kind of washed out, even though it was a lot more modernized than you were used to seeing on the Sega Genesis. Not that it was a bad level to play through. In fact, I might sound like I'm bad-mouthing the official Episode 4 series, but in reality I like playing through it. I wouldn't consider it a successor to the classic Sonic games if we're being honest, but still a fun experience once you got the hang of how the game's mechanics worked out for you. Unfortunately, one little gripe I have here is how the drop dash works. For one, given the control that I'm playing on, I can only jump with the Y button, and if I want to use a drop dash, I have to use an entirely different button, which in this case is the B button. Why that is, I don't know, because it kind of detracts from the simplicity of the controls that Sonic games like this are known for. At least the classic Sonic games, where they are 2D side-scrollers. Generally, you only need one jump button to be able to use any ability that Sonic has among his arsenal, but in this game you have to use two differently assigned buttons. Why, I don't know, but this is a demo, so I guess this is one of a handful of things that the creator will make an effort to work out once they finish it. Or if they do, rather. Because sadly, a lot of Sonic fan games have been quickly abandoned after they were shown off to the public, and I really hope that's not the case for this one. Because it brings to life a fantasy that I really wish had been made a reality with the original Episode 4 games. Fun as the originals were, of course. And now, as might expect, this isn't a terribly long level to start with, and we're already close to the end here. We're already close to the end here. And somehow an off-screen enemy gets the best of me. It's the same way in the original Episode 1 for Sonic 4, and I kind of wish that had been addressed, but what's done is done. Some off-screen enemies you can sort of prepare for once you've gotten enough experience with the levels you're playing, but others are just gonna be every bit as a nuisance, off-screen or on-screen. Anyway, we cleared up Splash Hill at 1, which used the Sonic CD level complete theme that you might have heard, along with an animation to top off Sonic's finish of the level, sort of like how Sonic Mania did. But actually, I think it was a Sonic CD animation that was initially supposed to be in the final version of CD before it got scrapped for some reason, and then Mania brought it back, but with a different look, obviously. Anyway, we're going to Lost Labyrinth at 3, which, as you can see here, uses an art style that's exactly like the Labyrinth level in Sonic 1. But the one difference is, it's got a background now. That was also scrapped in the beta for Sonic 1, which again, I don't know why, because it looked really good. I felt it further accentuated the fact that Labyrinth was an underground cavern flooded underwater. And speaking of underwater, yes, you do have to keep stacked up on oxygen as you're playing through these levels, so make sure you grab a bubble now and then, otherwise you're going to be in for a terrifying experience. Because speaking of drowning, I feel this fan game got that message across a lot better than most Sonic games actually did. Because when you're about to drown, the music will first stop, fading out, and then it transfers to the drowning theme, along with the on-screen countdown. And I feel like it definitely got my hair standing on end when that happened. Imagine if that had actually been incorporated to the original Sonic 1. I think it would have been a lot more terrifying, even though it's already been notorious for being an unnerving theme to play through this. Whew. Okay, there's a reason I had to go back to the speed shoes. You need them for this section, because that wall right there is going to close in on you so fast. Especially without the speed shoes, so you have to grab them, otherwise you're asking to get crushed into a Sonic pancake. And that does not sound terribly appetizing. Alright, we're gonna grab a checkpoint here and hopefully make it to the end. There we go, now we're in the clear. And we're gonna pick up that invincibility as well, which borrows from the Sonic 3 and Knuckles invincibility theme. Nice little touch up here, as a matter of fact. It definitely combines a lot of elements from Sonic games that are already established with an imaginary Genesis version of Sonic 4, and I feel that altogether, it produces an incredibly successful formula. Imagine if Sonic 4 was released exactly like this. It just gets me wondering about a lot of things in terms of the Sonic 4 games. Again, they weren't terrible. In fact, I think Episode 2 definitely picked up the pieces that were left behind in Episode 1. But sadly, as I already said earlier, the series was cancelled before it could ever be improved upon, which is kind of a shame. It may have started off rocky, but I feel it would have gotten better over time had it been given more of a chance. Maybe, but you guys can let me know what you think in the comments below. And also, I do have playthroughs of both of the Sonic 4 games. One of them is for the first episode, which I made like 9 years ago, thinking about it. It was one of my first playthroughs I ever actually did, before I started regularly doing playthroughs for this channel. And then, like 7 years later, I did a playthrough for episode 2. Don't ask me why it took so long to do that one, I have no clue. But both of those playthroughs unfortunately don't have any commentary in them, so if that doesn't bother you and you still enjoy playthroughs, then I hope you go and check them out. but if you do prefer to see playthroughs with commentary in them, then give me some time, because eventually I will redo those series so that they will have commentary. Anyway, we have cleared Lost Labyrinth Act 3, which is essentially what Sonic 1's Labyrinth could have been. It looks so good. No lie here. Looks really good. With the Sonic 1 elements incorporated with level layout from Sonic 4 Episode 1. Truth be told though, I'm not sure which of the 4 levels in that game were considered the least favorite, but it was probably going to be Lost Labyrinth, if I'm being honest. Because of the gimmicks in that game, which included having to carry a torch throughout the entirety of the second act, and having to light up the area here and there so that you could actually progress further through the stage. But before I get to that, we have a special thanks section here going out, and as this credits section demonstrated, this game is made by SR Paloma 2005. And I want to thank whoever they are for this fantastic work of art right here. It's definitely fun, and I hope you all will go and check it out for yourself once you've got the time. I'll drop you a link to the download page for this fan game in the description below, so that you can do exactly that. And if you're wondering, after you hit the enter key to go back, you can replay the level as many times as you wish. But other than that, there's nothing much else to show off here, including the extras menu, which is currently inaccessible. I wonder what extras they will actually add into the game should this ever get updated. And I definitely hope that it does. But at any rate, that will do it for my video showcase for the Sonic fan game, Sonic 4 The Genesis. Hopefully we do a similar work of art for episode 2, because imagine how good that would look. Again, a link to the download page of this game is in the description below. Make sure to check that out. And if you like what you saw here, leave me your likes and comments. I definitely want to know what you think of this video. And you want to keep up to date with my Sonic content, you just gotta hit the subscribe button and slap that bell. Well, slap that bell. Ring that bell, I should say. So that you can be alerted whenever I get more videos out there. This has been a very fun showcase for me to do, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Until then, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Later.